Hi everyone, my name's Sophie and I'm currently doing my honours year in the School of Earth, Atmosphere and Environment. And I'm going to give you a brief overview of my honours experience so far and what I did in undergrad leading towards my honours year. So I did a Bachelor of Advanced Science Research with honours. This is a 4-year degree with honours attached to the end of it. I did an extended major in environmental sciences, minoring in both chemistry and immunology. So whilst my degree does have an honours year attached to it, one of the main reasons that I chose or really wanted to do honours was doing one of the undergraduate research projects. I did mine in EAE. So this is essentially like a mini honours year. You have to create your own research project and design experiments for that with the help of your supervisor. And I really enjoyed the self-directed and independent research that this unit offered, as well as being able to really focus on a particular research question for a long period of time and really delve into it. And this is what I really wanted to continue in my honours year. So I would really recommend, if you have time in your course plan, to do one of these undergrad research projects, especially if you are thinking of doing honours down the track. So just to give you a brief overview of what the structure of EAE Honours is like, it's essentially split into 2 different units, 1 per semester, but there is a lot of overlap, particularly with the coursework, as I'm still in semester 2 yet to complete 2 of the coursework units, as well as your research project overlaps over both semesters. In semester 1, the assessment for this is your literature review, which is based on the topic of your research project, as well as the completion of 5 coursework units. These coursework units for EAE are run by either internally by Monash or by the Victorian Institute of Earth and Planetary Sciences. So this is the reason why we have this is because it's run by a few different unis around Australia, so we can choose a range of different units. As there is a lot of different topics in Earth, atmosphere and environmental sciences, I chose a range of different units that, whilst they did complement my research project, they also broadened my scope of knowledge in the field and exposed me to things that I perhaps wasn't exposed to in my undergraduate units. Then in semester 2, I'm really starting now to focus on my own research project, and the assessment for this is the research seminar as well as my final thesis. So just to give you an outline of what my honours experience has been so far and what my project is about, I'm looking at understanding nitrous oxide emissions and fluxes from estuaries around Victoria. And as you can probably see, I've been able to go on a bunch of field trips to get samples from lots of different estuaries around Victoria. And this has given me some amazing fieldwork experience that I wasn't really able to get in undergrad, particularly because of the COVID lockdowns. And this has been some of the highlights of this year, I think. Some of my field trips, my supervisor has come with us and a couple of other honours students. And then other times I have been able to run my field trips independently and ask for some other honours students to come along with me. And whilst this is a really daunting experience because I had to be in charge of a lot of things, it was some of the most fun experiences that I've had this year. As well as environmental sampling and going on field trips, I've also had to do quite a lot of lab work. When I bring the samples back to uni, I have to analyse them. A lot of the instrumentation that I've been using is actually in chemistry, and this has really offered me an opportunity to collaborate with other researchers doing very similar things to my research. For example, I've been able to get samples for other researchers, which helps their research and then it also complements mine. And it's also given me some really valuable networking opportunities, as well as being able to learn from other people doing research that is really similar to mine. And finally, I'll just talk a little bit about what I'm planning to do after honours. So after having completed an environmental science degree, there's sort of 3 main career pathways open to that. There's probably more, but the 3 main ones are either doing further research through doing a PhD, environmental consulting, or working with the government, such as in the Department of Land, Water and Planning. right now, sort of halfway through my honours, it's really shown me, cemented the fact that I like research. I would like to continue and perhaps do a PhD down the track. I don't think that I would like to start it immediately. I'm hoping to do some research assistant work, which is going to further improve and build on my lab and fieldwork experience, which will then help me when I start my PhD. I'll have more experience going into this. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope it's been helpful, and good luck in your future honours plans.